Yes, sir.
I'm going to take 2 minutes, that's it. We've all heard that before. I'm not going to take much longer than 2 minutes. Andrew, you got me? Try to follow me. Come on. All right, short talk. It'll be broken up into 3 parts. Part 1 is 26 days. Yes. Chapter 2, we're going to call 730 days. And then the final chapter will be called 2 days. 26 days to go. Here we go. Your candidate standing before you right now, your congressional candidate in the 8th District. Let's hear it. We are beating Melissa Bean right now. I have waited a long, long time to say those words. The most important word in that sentence is we. We are beating Melissa Bean right now. You've heard me say a lot of things. Folks, this has very little to do with Melissa Bean. It has everything to do with us. It feels like 20 years, but about a year ago, I announced I was running for Congress. Who in God's name was I? I didn't even live in the district. I was moving back home. The party didn't love me. Nobody knew who I was. So I got up on my little stoop that first day, and I said, my name's Joe Walsh. I feel like I'm losing my country.
Yeah.
Aha, it happened on cue, Mr. Goodman. Every time I've said those words, in every single audience I've been in, heads nod. Something magical has happened over the course of the past year. You've had a candidate. Actually, my claim to fame is I was the first Tea Party candidate elected in the year 2010. Of course, did we have the first primary in 2010? Technicality. It's been a long year. But the things that matter are, your candidate standing before you is one of you. He has been unabashed about that. He has been proud about that. He has spent a year pretty much equally hitting both parties over the head for losing their way. It's taken my Republican Party, because I'm a Republican, it's taken my Republican Party a long time to warm up to Joe Walsh. But look how far you've come. Look how far we've come. When I won that primary on February 2nd, there was still a big chunk of this country that did not know what this movement was all about. Fast forward a year, folks. Who's been winning all of these primaries? What's been happening to the Republican Party? Tea Party folks, patriots, conservatives have been winning our primaries. Politicians love to think they're the belle of the ball. They're the most important people in a room. Political parties think they're so powerful. Folks, they're behind on all of this. I've said this from day one. Politicians haven't led this thing. You guys have led it. The Republican Party, I think, sort of gets it now. They didn't get it a year ago. They didn't get it 5 months ago. But I think they get it now. So, chapter 1, 26 days. Now it's all about closing the deal. We have a chance in the 8th District to get one of our own elected. My God, would that stun Washington? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Campaigns are about message, manpower, and money. Melissa Bean's got one thing. She's got money. She may not spend it all. Who knows? She clearly doesn't have the message. We're on the right side of history. We're the angels in this fight. We've got the message. Manpower. My God, look at this room. Look at this room. And there are rooms like this all over the district. We've got the folks working. She's got money. And she's been told, like all the Democrats have been told, don't talk about the issues. Don't talk about Obamacare. Think about this. This one kills me. This race shouldn't be close. If you're Melissa Bean and you voted for Obamacare, think about this. The biggest single piece of health care legislation we've passed in 40 years. Now, I'm assuming she voted for it because she thought it was a pretty good thing. I'm assuming she voted for it because she thought her district wanted it. So if I were Melissa Bean, for the last 7 months, all I'd be doing is holding this thing up. I would be walking around my district with that Obamacare as a trophy. Joe Walsh wouldn't even be a factor. But listen to the silence. None of them are talking about it. We have 26 days, as I close chapter 1. Chapter 2 and 3 are very short. Hey. Policy is done. The arguments are done. The debate is done. We won, now we have to win. Right now, folks, it's 26 days. It is all about knocking on doors. Literally and figuratively. It's ours. I say this sometimes, and this doesn't always make sense to me, but I believe it. I'm done. I may take the next 26 days off. I'm done. If I'm going to win, if this deal's going to be closed, it's up to us. I can't knock on 600,000 doors. We win, it's because you're knocking with me. 26 days, it is all about work. It is all about work. And if we do our work, we will win in 26 days. And we know there are people that want us to fail. The media is just dying to say this movement's peaked. This wave has subsided. 26 days, it's all about work. End of chapter 1. 730 days, chapter 2. So then I win. We win. Republicans take control of Congress. Big deal? Good deal? Yeah. All right, no. Here's my answer. Maybe. Here's my short chapter, kiddo. There is a revolution brewing in this country. A most glorious sight. This revolution's got nothing to do with political party. There is only one way to stop what's going on in Washington right now. Send the Republicans to D.C. If you have this much faith in the Republican Party, I'm not that far from where you are. If the Republican Party, after January, in the next 730 days, doesn't do what it was sent to do, this revolution's going to keep on growing. The streets are going to fill with people walking again in 2 years. And my party is going to get our butts tossed out of D.C. Of that I have no doubt. And if and when I go to D.C., that's going to be something I'm going to preach every day while I'm in D.C. And every day while I'm home. If the Republican Party doesn't read what sent them to Washington, and we get soft, and we get comfy, and we forgot what got us there, this movement is going to grow like you wouldn't believe. Us Republicans in D.C., we've got 730 days to do some very simple things. Take this thing called Obamacare, rip it up, start over. Right. We're not mean-spirited, we're patriots. We're not mean-spirited, we're patriots. Day 1, provide instant tax relief for small business. Provide a climate for small business. Folks, there are 2 groups of people in this country with targets on their back. Small businessmen and women and seniors. Small businessmen and women and seniors. And the Republican Party needs to ride to their rescue. We need to be... My God, we need to stand for the party that believes the only job of government when it comes to creating a job is to get out of the way and let lads produce jobs. Get out of the way. Don't look back. I'm telling you. You've heard me talk about my pledge. I'm a term limit guy. Oh man. We're almost done. Chapter 2's coming to a close. People have put their faith in us. We got 730 days to do it. And if we don't do it, I will be right there with you, kicking my own butt out of D.C. Chapter 3, 2 days. Call me old-fashioned. But I believe that if I go to D.C., I work for you all. You are my employers. And if I win, and I'm running against a Democratic opponent in 2 years, I don't care how tall he is, I don't care how short he is, I don't care how much money he or she has. I will debate my opponent in 2 years up and down the district. If I'm your representative, and any piece of legislation comes before me, and I want to know how my district feels, I'm going to hold town halls all the time to find out what my employers think. I'm running against a woman who voted for Obamacare and didn't even bother to get in front of her constituents before she made that vote. I'm running against a woman who voted for Obamacare, and since she made that vote, she has to this day not come home to explain that vote. Folks, we work for you. In good times and bad times, we're your representative. I have asked her for 2 months now to debate me. To sit down in a room like this with 100 people, 200 people, no media moderating, no League of Women Voters, no nothing. The two of us sitting there, and anybody can throw whatever question they can throw at us. She will not do it. If you don't do that, you don't deserve to go back to Washington. I don't care what party you are. He's done. Hey, when you're knocking on doors, if you're going to convey one message, it's that. It's that. If my current representative doesn't have the courage to defend her record and take a tough question, she doesn't deserve to go back. Folks, we're having a debate in Round Lake Beach. We've got flyers over here by my stuff in 2 days. Saturday afternoon in Round Lake Beach. We've invited Melissa Bean. We've invited Bill Schur, the Green Party candidate. He's accepted. I don't think we've heard from Melissa yet. I don't care. Join us on Saturday in Round Lake Beach at the Civic and Cultural Center. Let's fill that room up. I want Melissa Bean to know that there are people that have questions for her in 2 days.
Yes, sir.
3 o'clock to 4:30 at the Round Lake Beach Civic and Cultural Center. The information's over there. God bless. 26 days. Let's work our tails off. Thank you.